Hello, this is ninth standard new book syllabus. In that new book, the chapter number 4, Early Humans and Beginning of Civilization. So here I am going to give some questions, that is competency based questions. So concept it is there in the NCERT book. So relevant questions I am making here, which is very useful for you. How the question will be there, what type of answer will be given related to the question. So it's all completely competency based question. It's not anything from the NCERT backside. So this is the first question. It is related to the first concept. The page number is 61. So in the 61, the first page regarding the question is, a historian discovers different forms of evidence from ancient civilizations. Some societies had developed writing systems, while the Harappan script is still not understood. Based on this information, explain how archaeological evidence and early writing systems help us understand ancient civilization. Actually, this is a 3-mark question. Not at all the time it is not asking in the 5 marks area, or sometimes 2 marks also will be there. Actually, we try to understand the meaning of the question. They are talking about ancient civilization period. So we are collecting evidence from the ancient civilizations. You know, in the ancient civilization we don't have any written records, not that much of records before the civilization period. But later the people started to write something on any objects. So here it is mentioned, the writing system it was developed, but particularly Harappan period, Harappan civilization period, their writing system it is not completely understand. With the use of the Harappan system, we cannot able to understand what happened in our past. That's meaning Harappan writing system which is not supporting to know about our ancient civilization period. That is the meaning. So, he explained how the archaeologists use some archaeological evidence and writing about their period to understand ancient civilization. So, this is the meaning of the question. So, answer, first we should write about archaeological evidence. I am making here 3 subheadings with the conclusions. First one is archaeological evidence. Second one is Harappan civilization. Third one is Sumerians and Egyptians. So archaeological evidence, it's a common point. So you know archaeological evidence is to find out with the help of the artifacts. Artifacts are human used materials. So in the picture image is given. They dug out the under part, they found some objects from beneath of the earth. With that objects they can find which period the people are using this, and the people were how lived in that their society. So we have 2 types of resources. One is archaeological sources, another one is literary sources. Archaeological through artifacts we can find out. Literary sources only writing format. So archaeological evidence, the first point, archaeological evidence help us understand the lives of the people who lived before writing developed, because on the time there is no any writing development part, only used material only supporting us to find out their olden periods. So here Harappan civilization how they find it, Sumerians and Egyptian civilization, it was evolved outside of India. Okay, Harappan civilization it is emerged in our country. Sumerians and Egyptians, it is outside of our country. That means other countries' civilization. But in Harappan civilization, when it was emerged in India, the same time Sumerians and Egyptian civilization also emerged in the other region of the country. So Harappan civilization, what is the point? The first point, the Harappans mostly used pictographic script. Pictographic script means so they are not write it anything. They don't know the letter how to write it. So instead of they used some images to share their ideas, express their ideas. Through picture they are communicating. Like today we are sending some emojis through WhatsApp. That emojis can describe about our feelings. So that is they were following in the Harappan time. So which is not clearly understand by our archaeologist people. So that is reason it is difficult to understand what happened in Harappan civilization. So this pictographic script known as Sindhu Lipi. So second point, the Harappan script has not yet been deciphered. Deciphered means not understand. Please write another meaning. Deciphered means not understand. Exact meaning is still unknown. So still they don't know the meaning of it. It is not supporting us to understand. So this is a Harappan civilization in India. Next to go for the other areas. Sumerians. Sumerians means it is a Mesopotamia area. But in Sumerian civilization time, they used writing format. That format called as cuneiform. The same Egyptian people also used hieroglyphics method. So what is cuneiform hieroglyphics now? The right side two images are there. Cuneiform script means see the one object clay, that's a clay material. On that clay material the people used to write it. Okay, so and at same method followed by the Egyptian people also. So their letter it is visible, we can easily understand. Hieroglyphics also it is look like images, but that images clarity it is there. So with that images it is represent as a letter. So the people, archaeologist people easily found it with the depends on this script method. Okay, so that is reason the third point what is given, both the scripts have been deciphered. Deciphered means clearly understand, helping historians understand the life and culture of these ancient civilizations. Okay, so finally conclusions, the archaeological evidence and deciphered writing system, important sources for understanding our history and culture, how the people are living in ancient civilization. I think you could understand. If you have any doubts, you can put message, I'll reply. Thank you all.